Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects a staggering number of people, yet often goes unnoticed. We're talking about vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Did you know that some studies suggest up to 90% of certain populations might be deficient, with over 1 billion people affected worldwide? That's a huge number. So why is this happening and what can we do about it? Let's unlock the vitamin D mystery together. First, let's understand what vitamin D does. Its most famous role is helping our bodies absorb calcium, which is absolutely critical for building and maintaining strong bones. Without enough vitamin D, our bones can become thin, brittle, or misshapen. But its job doesn't stop there. Vitamin D also plays a vital role in our immune system, muscle function, and even our mood. When levels are low, it can contribute to a whole host of problems. So, what are the signs of a deficiency? Well, they can be subtle and easy to dismiss. You might feel persistent fatigue that you can't seem to shake, or a general sense of not feeling well. More specific symptoms include bone pain, especially in your back, and muscle weakness, which can increase the risk of falls, particularly in older adults. Some people also experience mood changes, like feeling down or irritable. Because these symptoms are so common and can be linked to many other things, a vitamin D deficiency often flies under the radar. Now, let's talk about the main culprits behind this widespread issue. The number one cause, by far, is a lack of sunlight. Our skin produces vitamin D when it's exposed to ultraviolet B rays from the sun. However, in our modern world, many of us spend most of our days indoors at work, at school, or at home. When we do go outside, we often use sunscreen, which is important for preventing skin cancer but also blocks the UVB rays needed for vitamin D synthesis. Factors like living in northern latitudes, having darker skin pigmentation, and air pollution can further reduce our ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight. Diet is another major factor. Unlike many other vitamins, vitamin D isn't naturally found in a lot of foods. The best dietary sources are fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna, as well as fish liver oils. Some foods are fortified with vitamin D, such as milk, certain plant-based milks, orange juice, and breakfast cereals. However, it can be challenging to get enough from diet alone, especially if you have dietary restrictions or simply don't eat these foods regularly. There are also specific groups of people who are at a higher risk of deficiency. This includes older adults, as their skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D and they may have reduced sun exposure or dietary intake. People with obesity are also at higher risk. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it can get trapped in fat tissue, making it less available for the body to use. This means that even with the same intake, a person with a higher body fat percentage might have lower circulating levels of vitamin D. Individuals with certain medical conditions that affect fat absorption, like Crohn's disease or celiac disease, are also more susceptible. Given how common this is, what's the solution? It's a three-pronged approach: sensible sun exposure, diet, and supplementation. For sunlight, experts often suggest around 10 to 30 minutes of midday sun exposure on the arms and legs, a few times a week without sunscreen. However, this varies greatly depending on your location, skin type, and the time of year. It's a delicate balance, as you must also be mindful of skin cancer risk. On the dietary front, try to incorporate more vitamin D-rich foods. Think about adding fatty fish to your weekly meals. Check the labels on your milk, yogurt, and cereal to see if they are fortified. When you consume vitamin D, either from food or a supplement, try to have it with a source of healthy fat, like avocado, nuts, or olive oil. This can significantly improve its absorption. For many people, especially those in high-risk groups, diet and sunlight alone won't be enough. This is where supplements become essential. The recommended daily intake for most adults is around 600 to 800 international units, or IU. However, if you are deficient, your doctor might recommend a much higher dose to get your levels back up to normal. This is why it's so important not to self-diagnose. If you suspect you might be deficient, the best course of action is to talk to your doctor. They can order a simple blood test to check your levels and recommend the right course of treatment for you. Regular testing is key to identifying a problem early and preventing long-term health consequences. Addressing this silent epidemic is crucial for public health. Low vitamin D levels are not just about bone health. Research has linked chronic deficiency to an increased risk of several other conditions, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain autoimmune disorders. By raising awareness and encouraging simple preventive measures, We can empower ourselves and our communities to take control of our health. So to recap, vitamin D is essential for strong bones, a healthy immune system, and overall well-being. A lack of sunlight, insufficient dietary intake, and certain personal health factors can lead to a deficiency, which is incredibly common worldwide. Look out for symptoms like fatigue, bone pain, and muscle weakness. The solution lies in a combination of sensible sun exposure, a targeted diet, and, for many, supplementation under a doctor's guidance. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this has shed some light on the importance of vitamin D. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more health insights. Stay sunny and stay healthy.